What is up, everybody? Welcome to South Lake Tahoe. Just going up this trail that goes up to Eagle Lake, and we'll see how far I make it past that. This is a really beautiful spot here in Tahoe, and we got some snow last night, but I don't think we got much here. My car had probably a couple inches on it, and it was a cold night, so I had to bring out all the extra blankets, and I thought that we would finally have a bunch of fresh snow. But that we did not. I guess it's a double-edged sword. I love having more snow here, but it also definitely makes things a bit more challenging. And now that I'm out of breath already, maybe it'll take a little bit for my cardio to start kicking in. It seems like this is the winter that it just can't really decide what it wants to do. To snow, to be sunny and warm, or go back to frigid temperatures. It's sunny right now, but it is definitely not very warm. Probably in the 32-degree range. So if we did have clouds and any precipitation, it would be snowing. We just don't have any of the actual water falling down. This is a neat little vista point. You can climb up, and then right down here is the bridge we have to take up to Eagle Lakes. So we might as well get after it. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed one thing about me, but I really like to get up close and personal with the environment and wherever I'm going, even if it's like a couple feet closer to a waterfall. I think I'll get up as close as possible while still remaining relatively safe. Every little nook and cranny, I feel, and deserves exploration. I suppose in general, I like to get up and close with nature, animals, water, whatever it is. There's something very calming about it. Even say like just touching a rock. I think that when you touch nature and you get close, there's still that grounding effect that is just really beneficial for us humans. Reconnecting with the planet. Not that I believe we're one with it, but there's for sure some type of connection that I believe we lose the longer we're in our concrete jungles, in the cities, in the middle of the hubbub, constant noise going around, instead of just listening to nature all around us. That's why I think as hard and difficult as Tahoe is, I find it very difficult to leave, just because I'm so close to this sense of wilderness and nature that even in remote states like Wyoming and Idaho, Colorado, you're still kind of always close to a major city. Whereas here, it's kind of like you can be separated from a major metropolis, city, habitat very easily. And before you know it, you've walked upon a beautiful alpine lake. This definitely seems like something straight out of Lord of the Rings. You're on this alpine, iced over lake, surrounded 360 degrees by these majestic mountains. And there's just something about it that just reminds you how amazing the planet and this experience of life, I guess, that we have on it. The exploration and just the reminder that we're really just specks of dust and just a glimpse in our time frame, whatever we are. You know, our lives are just like snap and it's over. And it's too bad that so many people don't really get to experience this. And a lot of people live such hard lives, especially in the past when slavery was around and just servitude, other countries where people don't have freedoms. And so I think that if you're watching this, and just for me being able to make this video out here, we are very privileged to have the experience of life and to live in a part of the world that's really incredible. I think we forget at times that we have stuff like this right in our backyard in our own country. Well, I think that the hike up to this lake is good enough for today. It's just a nice, easy, relaxing, short hike up to this lake. A little exploration up the stream. A little soak of the feet. Actually, like, stepped on a twig and it broke right in. Of course, but not bad. The boots at least saved the majority of my foot from being wet. So, but this is nice, just getting out here, being in the middle of the mountains. It's really incredible. I was feeling like a little agitated this morning. Couldn't sleep past 3 a.m. I started watching the Senate meeting with Pam Bondi. And that kind of made me mad. I think our government is just run by such incompetent nincompoops. It's so ridiculous. Pam Bondi is basically, I think, the female version of Trump. Say you go to a college, this is what she reminds me of. You go to a college and you just find the most annoying 19-year-old blonde girl, and that's Pam Bondi. And she's in charge of our DOJ. Just the whole thing was such a crash out. Just watching our middle-aged leaders just argue and fight and bicker. It's like all just for a show. I suppose it was entertaining, if not also frustrating. So I should just take the entertainment part and forget the rest. It's kind of hard though when it's also like our futures and our lives are kind of in the palms of these moronic individuals. That's one aspect of life I don't really want to get that close to. I'd rather watch that from a distance, a far, far distance. Well, that is my day at Eagle Lake. And sufficiently tired. But then again, going to bed at 10 p.m., waking up at 3 a.m. and then just starting work and going to the gym, I'd say it's a bit justified, I suppose. The thing is no matter how big or small getting outside and walking around is, it's about just getting out there, I suppose, and putting your best foot forward every day, trying to accomplish whatever mini goals that you have, and not letting all the controversy and BS of the world distract you from life. And by ignoring political infighting and Super Bowl halftime shows, we could all have unity in coming out and hugging a tree. And with that, I will see you in the next one.